Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela. As you can see, I have a spread set up here. I haven't looked at the cards yet, but I did pull a spread for Tara from Kittens, Weights and Tarot. Did a current life spread, which was a VR to Nina's past life spread she did 2 years ago. They both did their videos 2 years ago. And I did Nina's past life spread on the video I just did previously this morning. So I thought I would do the current life spread that Tara did from Kittens, Weights and Tarot. She made up some questions about the current life instead of the past life. And I thought that was pretty interesting. So I thought I'll go ahead and do it. So here we go. So, number one, who am I now? And I got the Justice card. And of course, I am all about righting the wrongs of our past, righting the wrongs of history, righting the wrongs of our ancestors, breaking the chain of abuse, neglect, things like that have run rampant in my family tree. So that is pretty interesting that that's the card I pulled to represent me, because I am about justice when something's been wronged. Wow. So number two, where do I live? And I got, I don't know what that is, paper. I got the Knight of Swords, and the keyword is passion. I don't really know what to think of that, because it's a kid riding on a horse. And it looks like it's in the clouds. Maybe I'm all about living up in my head and my imagination instead of a physical place, which I am. My mind is always going, always running, always churning. So that actually makes a lot of sense in that respect. So number three, am I happy? And I got the King of Pentacles, and it says guidance here. Let me see if I can go back a little bit there. I don't know. Can you see it good? Guidance. And of course, because I have a lot of Native American in me, I love this card. And I have had, when I first started my spiritual journey, I've had a lot of clairvoyant moments, a lot of meditations where I had Native American, I want to say, ancestors. I even did a video on the young Indian girl on my YouTube channel. I have like 3 or 4 videos about her. And there was this thing where they were trying to guide me, it felt like, into what would make me happy. So that's very interesting as well. Wow. So number 4, who is my soulmate is the question. Death, really. And what's coming to me is because of the past life spread I just did. I had a revelation where the past life, I had the same husband I have now. But he was he had two very different personalities, 2 very different characteristics to him. And this card speaks to that as, even in death, he will follow you. Even in death, you will be together. So, wow. That makes sense as well. So, 5 is the soulmate I have now from a past life. And I got 2 cups. And it looks like this same, it's the same-sex marriage here. But I am getting a bond. bond that can't be severed. And I got kind of that same feeling in the past life spread I just did, because it asked the question, who was my soulmate in a past life? And then the number 5, this question was, is it the same soulmate from this life? And I was getting both of those were as it's the same person. The energies are the same, where it feels like it is the same person. So I would say a yes on that. It's a bond that just, it can't be severed even in death. I love that idea. And we're having all these different experiences with different lives together. Number 6, energy surrounding children. Page of Wands. It's very fiery, and she almost looks like she's got a little belly going on. A little pregnant belly going on. Or is that a guy? No, it's a female. I do get a lot of fire in this, and none of my kids are fire. None of my kids are fire signs, so that's interesting. But at the up here it says restlessness, and all 3 of my kids are very restless. They are like me, where their minds are just going all the time, and they do have a fiery energy about them. When they know they want something, they go for it, balls to the wall kind of deal. Like, they go for what they want, and when they know what they want, they go for it with gusto. And I think that's pretty accurate from what I'm getting here. Pretty accurate indeed. So then number 7, what should I be doing for a living? That's the one I've been waiting for. I got the 6 of Cups. Keyword is pleasure. So I am a writer. It took me a very long time to actually vocalize, yes, I'm a writer. I'm just really in the last 5 years have started trying to write and trying to make that dream come true. And I just think that's hilarious that it's the one thing in this world that brings me pleasure, is writing. And that is the word that comes up. So it's like, do what makes you happy. Do what you know in your soul brings you the most pleasure, the most joy, the most happiness. Wow. That was number 7. So this is 8. How will I die, or information surrounding my death? Immediately got the word poison. And contemplation is the key word. That almost feels like suicide, but I would never do that. Ever. That's kind of scary. Although I've had a recurring nightmare, if you will, and I've talked about it in a previous video, where I've always been terrified of snakes, and I was actually in the past life regression I did in meditation, group meditation, was that I was a little girl that died from a poisonous snake bite, and I've always felt that that's how I would die in this life as well. Even though I'm not surrounded by snakes, I have a aversion to them. I am very terrified of them. So don't know that would happen, but that would make sense on the poison. Because I know I'm not going to poison myself unless it's talking that I'm poisoning myself with the food I eat and the things I take into my body, because I'm not a very healthy eater. So maybe that could be too. It's very interesting. Number 9, what is my life lesson in this life? Wealth. And this is funny because this is one I got for my past life to describe my soulmate in this life. And this is giving me a very different vibe than it did in the last spread I just did. I just, all of a sudden I'm hearing wealth is not everything. Stop. take a look around. You have a lot of things. I feel like it's telling me you always want more. And I'm not content. Like I said in the previous video, with like my work life and stuff. I would like to be able to, if I needed to, support myself. I can't right now. But I am married. I do have a wonderful husband. And I think this card feels like it's screaming at me now. Wealth isn't everything. And I'm not one to focus on money. I'm very down to earth when it comes to money, but my dream has always been become a famous writer. I want people to know me. And maybe that's what it's really referring to is it's not about the wealth or the fame. It's about the person you are inside. So that makes sense. And number 10, what is one big thing I should learn in this life? Oh my God, we got the devil card. And immediately I'm getting to be able to free myself of the demons, cut ties with anything that doesn't support me. Anything that isn't for my highest good, cut it away from me. And I have a very hard time sometimes letting go of people. And, that just hit pretty hard right there. So now we're going to go in and I'm going to read questions. I'm going to pull from my Victorian Oracle. I don't know why I just showed you the white text box because that ain't going to help. This was off Make Playing Cards. It fits in your hand. There's like 108 cards to this deck. But considering what I just used it with the past life spread, it worked amazingly well. So we'll see how it works in this one. So we're going to clarify, because that's what Nina did in her past life. Card 1, which is, who was I in a past life? Can we get clarification on who I was? Can we get clarification on who I am in this life? Oh, well, just fill out. Nope, there's like 4 cards. No, we just want one card. One card. It's insisting on giving me more. Subterfuge. Wow. And Conference. I just got a wheel there. It looks like the Wheel of Fortune in this deck. Kind of. That's very interesting. Very interesting. I get this whole caring for others thing. And I have, one way or another, been taking care of people my whole life. So maybe that's really the core of who I am in this lifetime. Is just I have to learn to not worry about myself as much as caring for others. That's interesting. Card 4. Who is my soulmate? Who is my soulmate? Oh, wow. And again, we get the 2 girls. It says secrets, but I'm still getting this untethered bond. Like this, just like with here, I'm getting this, there's a unity there that can't be broken. That's pretty interesting. And then for card 6, energy surrounding my children. Any energy surrounding my children. Any information you want to give me on my... Okay. And I got moderation. Yes. Because of the life, the childhood I had and the childhood my husband had, we both have tried to give our kids everything, every possible possibility. It's kind of backfired a little bit. So it's telling me kind of, in moderation. Give them things in moderation at this point, because they're almost 22 and 14. They don't need the world. They need to learn how to discover the world and earn the world at the same time. So I found that very fitting as well. Wow. So I don't know where my other deck went, so I'm just going to leave it at that. They did 5 decks each. I don't have the room. As you can see, there's a lot of cards here. But yeah, that is the current live spread. I found that very interesting as well. And I think I'll be done for the night. I've played around with this deck all day. I'm just so excited to have it. I will leave Tara and Nina's spreads both down in the comments below, or in the description below. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, don't hesitate to comment. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And you guys have a good night.